Are you struggling to find a tool that can visualize your graph created in Cosmos DB? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into the world of graph visualization tools and how to connect them to your Cosmos DB. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when you have data to visualize, but can't find the right tool to do it. Many users face this challenge, especially when looking for something that connects directly to their database. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "Does anyone know of a tool to visualize a graph created in Cosmos DB Graph?" They mentioned wanting something like Jeffi or the tools used by OrientDB and Neo4j. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what makes this challenging? Jeffi requires an export of your data, while tools for OrientDB and Neo4j connect directly to the server instance. This can be a hassle if you're working with the Azure Cosmos DB emulator on localhost. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a fantastic tool that might just be what you're looking for. To visualize a graph created in Cosmos DB Graph, the user should first consider using a tool called Azure Data Explorer. This tool can connect directly to Cosmos DB and allows for interactive visualizations. Next, the user should set up Azure Data Explorer by creating a cluster and a database. This process is straightforward and can be done through the Azure portal. After setting up the cluster and database, the user needs to ingest data from Cosmos DB into Azure Data Explorer. This can be done using the built-in data ingestion tools. Once the data is ingested, the user can create visualizations using Custo query language. This allows for powerful querying and visualization of the graph data. Finally, the user can explore the visualizations and share insights with their team. Azure Data Explorer provides options for sharing dashboards and reports. Fun fact, did you know that graph databases are like social networks? They help you see connections between data points, just like how you see connections between friends. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative solution is to download the Cosmos DB extension for Visual Studio Code. This extension works well with the Gremlin API, although there are some known issues. You can find more information at the provided GitHub link. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. One user suggests a great alternative for visualizing graphs in Cosmos DB. They recommend using a web app available in the Azure portal. To get started, navigate to your Cosmos account, click the Quick Start button, and select the guided Gremlin tour. Next, create the sales graph. You can later point the app to any of your graph-enabled collections. After that, download the package and run the solution file. Just remember, you might need to adjust the connection strings in the app settings based on the graph you want to connect to. Here's the tool recap. Azure Data Explorer, Microsoft Power BI, and Graph Explorer are all excellent choices for visualizing your Cosmos DB graphs. Try them out and see which one fits your needs best. And there you have it. You now have several options to visualize your Cosmos DB graphs. Remember, the right tool can make all the difference. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.